Let's talk about Hahli Murray. I'll show you some of the pieces that come in this set and how you could use them in your own creations. We'll discuss a few revamps of the character, and also why this set is awesome. Let's get started. Hahli Murray is one of the coolest Toa ever. LEGO cooked with this design. I mean, look at this incredible mask. It's cool in its own right, but the scuba diving qualities of it and the way that the tubes can attach onto the front, that really improves it. Plus, it also just feels so at home in this water-based wave of sets. In fact, the mask is so freaking awesome that LEGO had to re-release it in lime in Lezovic. That's some peak mask design right here. Hahli also comes with an exclusive weapon piece that we never really saw in any other future sets. Yeah, but that's lovely, isn't it? There's something about a one-of-a-kind weapon that makes it feel all the more special. And then Hahli graces us with these wings. Awesome looking wings. Now, I love this look, and I remember when I was a kid and I first saw images of Hahli Murray front and center in all of the promotional art. I thought to myself, this is the coolest Toa LEGO has ever made. And I think the wings were a big part of that. But why does she have wings underwater? Surely like propellers or something would make her swim through the water with a bit more ease, right? I'm not bagging on the wings, they're great. I just think of all of the themes to give a Toa wings, the underwater theme would be the least likely one for that to happen. Unless these are meant to be more inspired by the fins of a fish, I suppose that could seem a bit more fitting. I don't know, look, the wings are in no way an issue. I just wonder what the LEGO group's, intention was in putting these on Hahli, other than making her look awesome, which of course they do. Look, I'm glad they put so much effort into this character. I mean, it's only fitting. She's a Toa of water, going on an underwater mission. She's in her element. Plus her color scheme rocks. Visually, it rocks. But these lime joints? Well, that's a whole nother story. So in 2007, lime Bionicle pieces were very brittle. Apparently this was due to the lime green mixture of plastic pieces having microscopic air bubbles in them, and this got trapped in the molds, and then it led to these pieces cracking a lot more easily. You can see here some of the hairline cracks, or even some pretty major damage. Now look, I've heard a few different stories as to why these pieces were so brittle. I don't know if the LEGO group has ever officially released a statement about why that was the case. But regardless, the pieces weren't the best. So much so that when I bought this used copy of Hahli on Bricklink, they gave me extra lime joints for free because it was so likely they were going to break. Now, this brittleness has happened in other LEGO colors as well. Reddish brown, dark red, and a few other colors, they've been known to break fairly easily. LEGO has since fixed this issue, but depending on what year that LEGO set came out, it's far more likely that they're going to be brittle. And look, other sets had lime socket pieces in them, but Hahli, she's very famous for this issue. It's annoyingly common, unfortunately. Yeah, as a workaround to this, as a kid, I built my own version of Hahli that just outright removed all of the lime. So look, hey, if you have old lime pieces, just be careful with them. Now, let's discuss how you can use the pieces that come in this Bionicle set. However, I'm not going to showcase any of these lime pieces, because they're probably going to break. Don't build anything with them. Also, I just finished building this, I'm not going to take it apart and risk breaking these pieces. Let's start off with Hahli's awesome mask, the Faxon. Patrick Biggs expertly uses this for shoulder armor. I love the way they've added those little white spikes on the very tips on the top of the mask. It gives him some nice fancy shoulder armor. And plus, the way that this mask blends in with the torso armor, it's just really, really impressive. Such a clever way to use this piece. Inside this mask, you can place this inner glass visor. But if you don't want to do that, instead use it as a helmet, much like Genko Builds has done here. Just look at the way that this custom skeleton head fits inside this visor. What a nice snug fit. You know, masks are cool, but a skeleton head inside of a helmet? That's a whole nother level of cool. It's great that pieces like this can lead to more exotic and interesting head designs. The set also includes these pieces. My Snail Eats Pizza uses them for something that isn't a foot design. They've been placed on the sides of this upper leg. So if you're looking to build any kind of animal, these pieces are going to work really well to help shape the upper areas of their limbs. Alternatively, do what Brandon Builds has done here and kind of embed two of these pieces into the lower leg design by placing them sideways. Doing it like this creates an incredible look. Although let's take a look at this upper arm now. Placing two of these dark blue shoulder armor pieces on their sides to form the arm, isn't that cool? Now the set of course comes with two of these pieces, and here's a few more ways that you could use them. Ted Anders uses one of these pieces on a Machikoma mech. Using it for the back area here, and well, I guess a good portion of the body as well, that's smart. A lot of things seem to be branching off of this piece. It's kind of a really important structural element to this MOC. If not, you could do what J6 Crash has done here and use them for this white rhino. See how he's placed one here on the head design? All those pieces together make it look fantastic. And honestly, the shaping on all of this mock is incredible. Great work. And then finally, My Snail Eats Pizza uses this piece for an upper leg design. And I think it looks way better when it's surrounded by other pieces, like we see here. Yeah, it's good to know that this could be used for an upper arm design, this could be used for an upper leg design, and many other ways too. This is a super helpful piece, especially if you're building limbs. Hahli's majestic wings can of course still be used as wings, but perhaps the wings of an animal. Shubi 4000 here integrates them very well into this adorable firebird. And placing them alongside some of those fire pieces, it looks pretty awesome. Otherwise, Shannara has a really cool creation here that uses these wings to form a mask design. And man, that's so clever. It's kind of a bit like a masquerade style mask. And then using the gaps at the very base of these wings for eye holes? Dude, that's so creative. What a clever way to use this piece. Okay, so that's some different ways you could use these pieces. Now let's see how people have revamped Hahli. Patrick Biggs builds Hahli, but pretty much uses no pieces from the original set, and I love that. Great idea to use the misprinted lighter trans blue version of Gully's mask. Because remember, the Matoran version of Hahli, she used Gully's mask. So giving her Toa form just the lighter version, it kind of makes sense. The color change still makes it feel like she's transformed a little bit when she became a Toa, but it's a nice callback to the original. Clever. This armored dress using some of these silver piston pieces, I love that. And then these wings. These are the ones that come on the set Thorn Racks. And I think that was a really nice alternative. I think this fits the style and the color scheme of this build a lot better than those silver wings would have. Good choice. My Ground utilizes the power of CCBS pieces on this revamp. The little hints of lime here are lovely. It's only 4 lime pieces, the set had much more, but I don't know, the smaller amount here, it just hits different. I love it. This custom blaster is also wonderful. I always love seeing people rebuilding existing pieces using many different pieces. The bigger size of this is really impressive. And also, good idea to attach these tubes in a different way onto the mask. That's a little subtle thing you can do to just make it feel that little bit more different. I always love seeing stuff like that in a revamp. And finally, Kotorak has built Kingdom Hahli, the Chronicler. Oh, this is lovely. Look at those wings. Using the pieces from this Ninjago Dragon set, great idea. And the way that they pair with this medium blue and dark blue color scheme, oh man, it's something special. They're even the same color as her eyes. I love the choice to pair those colors. Very clever. It's also great to see this weapon piece that originally appeared on the set. On this mock, they've put it on the edge of this larger staff. I like that idea. I think it actually works better this way than as a kind of handheld blade. Oh, and then this custom mask, which takes the essence of the original Faxon, but changes it up a little bit. Very pretty. What an incredible revamp. And that is Hahli Murray, including all her different pieces, some sick revamps, and all the awesome reasons to love this set, except for you lime joints, we're not talking about you. If you enjoyed the mocks that I showcased in today's video, be sure to check the links in the description below. You can find links to all their social media right there. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you tons. Happy building, and bye for now.